I never really saw volleyball as my livelihood.
Right.
Yeah, people will watch you, but they will also say a lot about everything you do.
Is there a checklist of goals?
Number one is to win a championship with my team now, Signal. I'm really hungry for that.
There are a lot of people, aka the Philippine internet, consider you to be body goals or summer body goals. We just wanted to get your initial reaction on that. What's your For All-Star Magazine's April 2025 issue, we have with us Vanie Gandler. Now, Vanie Gandler is Vanie Gandler, and by that I mean 2019 Season 81 champion and 2022 V-League champion, both with Ateneo, national team ace, one of the best outside hitters in the game, loved by fans and the media alike, basically an overall total package. So, safe to say, she has the goods to be a household name in volleyball and beyond. Vanie Gandler, welcome to All-Star.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we're here at the Lighthouse Marina Resort in Subic. How do you find the experience so far?
Just fun. It's very breezy.
Is Subic a place you often visit?
No, actually, not that much. So it's nice to be back. And we're by the beach, so I enjoyed this shot.
Nice. Okay. Just before we get to anything else, I just wanted to make mention of your volleyball career. The interest for women's volleyball in the Philippines is at an all-time high. It wasn't always the case. You're 24, you've gone through college, now you're a professional volleyball player, and you've also represented the country. So how does that make you feel?
I'm really grateful and blessed na. Like what you said earlier, the opportunities that we have today are endless. It's my livelihood, and aside from that, it's very fulfilling because we really get to inspire kids. All the messages we receive every day saying, you inspired me to do this, you inspired me to work hard. So that's what pushes me every day because I know that people are watching. I know that some people also look for that motivation to keep pushing.
And were you once upon a time that kid who was inspired by athletes, particularly volleyball players in general?
To be completely honest, no.
Okay.
But along the way, I found that inspiration through the opportunities it kept giving me. Like doors kept opening for me when I was in high school and then college. And I never really thought that I would make it this far. I never really saw volleyball as my livelihood.
Right.
But like I said, the opportunities kept knocking at my door, so I finally decided to grab it.
It was very interesting kasi most kids, they pick up a sport, they imagine they're gonna be a professional player one day, and you just shared that it's not like that for you. If you don't mind me digging a little bit deeper as to why that is.
Yeah, I've always been a sporty person. Growing up, I always tried different sports. But when I was young, when I first joined volleyball, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I met all my friends there, my high school barkada. We were on one team. It was fun and not a job.
Got it.
Yes, it wasn't.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say, because I read somewhere that you also were playing football.
I joined the football camp one summer. I wanted to join football. But my brother was football that time, and he was like, I don't want to see you on the field. Don't join us.
Typical brother.
Yes.
Typical brother.
Yeah, so one of my best friends was like, I just joined volleyball, just join me. So that's how it started.
Okay, cool. Now, you mentioned that doors were being opened for you. I think that's one big part of being a professional volleyball player, even I think at the amateur level. But I really wanted to ask you, apart from the doors opening, what's the best part about being a professional volleyball player in the third list?
It's really fun. I can't really explain that feeling you have when you're inside the court and you're playing and you just forget about all your problems. And it's like you're just in total control of your life, of everything. Earlier, you said that volleyball is so big now, stuff like that. But it comes with its cons, the adversity, So, yeah, people will watch you, but they will also say a lot about everything you do.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that as a professional volleyball player in the Philippines, you really need to learn to manage, to voice out, and to take criticism positively and just understand that you can't please everyone, but we try to make sure that we're not hurting anyone at the same time.
You seem so mature about everything, and you're at 24. You've done a lot, right?
Because I had to learn it. I had to learn it the hard way. When I was in my rookie year in Ateneo, I was heavily bashed. For like a year or two after that, I was lost. I didn't know what to do until I finally stood up and I told myself, you know what, like, this doesn't define me. I can still, do something about my career.
Yeah, and that's why you matured at an early age, because you were, what, 17? And
It's like 17, 18.
rookie year, right? But yeah, going back, I wanted to ask, what's the difference between representing a school, representing a pro team, and you also had the privilege of representing the flag? So at 24, you have a lot of boxes checked. But I wanted to ask what the difference for each one is.
When you represent a school, you can really feel the school pride. It's a different feeling because you know what team you're supporting. And everyone's there, your schoolmates, and you just feel the joy that you bring to your schoolmates and the alumni that watch. When you play for a professional team, it's different in the sense that it's your job. Your contract is also kind of in the line. So in a way, it motivates you too. As athletes, we're not earning this much for a long period of time. Like, you can only play maybe about 10 years.
Oh.
So your goal each contract is to earn as much as you can.
That's right.
And when you play for your country, you have that country pride, which I never knew until I was there. I was in a Rizal Memorial. It was sold out. Everyone was cheering for the Philippines, Philippine flags everywhere. And I was like, wow, I never felt this. Everyone's rooting for me. It's like, it's really not just yourself and the team you're fighting for. It's everyone in this country. And it really opened my eyes to like, wow, I'm so far. I'm still so far and I have so much to learn. So it really put this learning mindset in me that I really need to keep learning because there's still so much that I need to do.
Thank you for being generous with your answers. In terms of competing with the best in the world, you were also alongside the best in the Philippines. Is there like anyone from that team that was extra special for you that you idolized? Maybe even patterned your game with that particular person?
One person that I was really in awe with was Ate Morado de Guzman. Yes, our setter and team captain, arguably the best setter in the Philippines. And she really brings out the best in you, not just skill-wise, but with the way she leads. Of course, Ate Lai will always be, I think, in everyone's list of idols. So yes, Ate Lai definitely, because it's also not just how she plays, but her attitude towards the game, towards everyone. It's inspiring. She's so humble, she's so helpful. She's really an ate.
Yeah.
So.
That being said, playing for Ateneo, playing for a pro team, now playing for Alas. I know you're still very early into your career as a volleyball player, but I wanted to ask, is there a checklist of goals that you have as a volleyball player?
Well, I always say that my number one goal is my growth, because when you focus on your growth, everything else follows. Of course, number one is to win a championship with my team now, Signal. I am really hungry for that, and the team is as well. So hopefully, we get that. Right now, I really want that championship.
Oh, yeah. Solid goals. I want to know that. Speaking of goals, we're going to get to the why we're here on the beach part of the situation. Many people, there are a lot of people, aka the Philippine internet, consider you to be body goals or summer body goals. We just wanted to get your initial reaction on that. What's your take on it?
Well, right now, my main goal isn't my physique because I can't be skinny for volleyball. I really need to be strong.
Yes.
Yeah. But I have some people, like, I've had Grab drivers I enter, they're like, oh, mom, payat mo pala sa personal. I'm like, why do I look fat on TV? But they do say that on TV you look fatter, so I'm like, okay.
I don't necessarily think it's fatter, if I'm being honest. It's the uniform, how they're so tight and all that. So I guess I have to ask, para with a hesitant answer that I got, do you consider yourself sexy, so to speak?
I mean, yes, of course. Everybody's sexy in their own way.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say yes because I work for my body din naman. And I work out talaga every day. So with my lifestyle, dapat lang. Dapat lang
Yeah.
body's like this.
Okay. But yeah, for pro athletes, the body is the puhunan, so to speak.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
In the pros, when you're getting older, the best way to prolong your career is to really take care of your body because, you know, especially with all the injuries happening nowadays.
So working out is part of your lifestyle. Do you have a favorite workout and a least favorite one at that also?
Okay, I know my answer for the least. My least favorite workout is the chin-up hold leg raises. So you hold it and then you leg raise while you're hanging. So
It sounds exhausting. Just listening to
pretty
it.
tired. My favorite maybe barbell hip lifts. So it's what I have to do all the time. Okay. For my knees.
Is there like a special diet or nutrition that you follow? Or are you one of those people who I'll just eat whatever I want and I'll work out really hard also to be in this shape or optimal shape for volleyball?
I wish. I wish I was. But I actually do. I've been with a nutritionist for almost 5 years now. So since the pandemic, coached him nutrition. When I started with him, I need to gain weight. And then eventually I needed to lose weight. Now it's more on athletic performance.
But that's largely because of volleyball, or is it something that you aspire to do also, even if, let's say, you're not playing professional volleyball?
I think even if not, I've always been a health freak. Not really health freak, but I've always enjoyed working out and yeah, like eating right. Because my family, they also like doing that. They don't play sports, but in the pandemic, everyone was eating healthy. Everyone was working out.
It started at home. How would you say having that particular discipline has impacted you? And then we're sort of saying like the sexiness part of it has just become a byproduct of the better decisions, let's call it, or the good decisions that you've been making along the way. Care to talk more about that?
Yeah, actually, I've really been putting extra importance in really eating the right food. So my diet isn't just about cutting carbs and stuff like that, more of eating enough vegetables and really getting the nutrients I need. Also getting enough sleep. And I actually feel a difference in my body. So I wake up every day, I really feel fresh. I don't know, I can't explain it. But ever since I started building better habits with my lifestyle, I've really felt my life blossom in a way. And you know what they say, when you feel good, you look good. So
we saw that all throughout the shoot. So yeah. Actually, Vanie, this shoot was a blast. You were such a delight to work with. We need to be getting back to Manila now. Yeah, anything that you want to share to your supporters, and particularly a message perhaps of health and being body goals. I leave it to you. You're better at it than me. So
nowadays, it's very easy to go down that hole of body image and standard of how you should look. But I think it's so important to remember that, as cliche as it sounds, your beauty really radiates from within. Everyone has different body types and we're all really, unique in our own ways. You can't bring out the best version of yourself if you're always trying to be someone else. The best way to, really blossom into your own being is to focus on what you have and really make do with everything there is. You'd be surprised to learn that you are capable of so much more.
I don't think we can close it any better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanie Gandler, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.